Hi there. In one of my earlier videos we talked about how we create basic assignments where we can send out work to our children and then wait for them to track when they respond. In parallel to us being able to assign assignments, we can also create quizzes, which I've done using Microsoft Forms. You'll see from the top of our class menu we have the option for assignments, which again, as a reminder, you can also access for all of your classes from this sideboard here. And if we select create, it gives us the choice of an assignment or a quiz. Now if we say quiz, you'll see we can actually choose ones that we've previously created, or if we want, we can create a new quiz. So let's go ahead and create a new quiz first of all, and you'll see it opens up a page for us and gives us a very basic starting point. Let's create our topic, which is space, and enter description. Not a very good description, but there we go, we'll get the theme. So let's start the first thing, multiple choice, or a text question, or a rating question, or a date-based question. And down here we've got the ability to upload some resources or set things by a ranking-based question. So let's go for choice first of all, and the question might be, which planet has rings around it? Nice simple question, and we've got some options here. So maybe we'll put in here Venus. See, we've got some other options in here. Saturn. Let's add another option. Mars. Add an option. Jupiter. So Forms is very helpfully giving us some different options to add to that question. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that we mark that Saturn is the correct answer, and then we can assign it some points. 5 points if you get that right. We've got the option here to allow a student to create multiple answers, which in this case wouldn't be the case, and also whether this question is required. Do they need to answer this question? So our next question might be something which is a ranking question. So let's put this in the thing, distance from the sun. And again, apologies for my poor typing. So we've got some options in here. Let's put in there Mars, Pluto, and Earth. Now we need to put these in the correct order, so let's put Earth there and Pluto last. And again, we'll assign 5 points to that, and it's required. Add new. We can also put something like a rating question. How are you finding this topic? And we can choose how many levels they can pick from and what symbol they use. And at this point here, because we're adding lots of questions, you can see the options here up and down allow us to move and change the order of the questions that we're adding. We can also do a text question where we can actually specify some correct answers to actually match. So example might be, name the planets in the solar system. And what we might put on here is correct answer is Venus, and we might add Saturn, Jupiter, and so on. And again, we can add another question. Now as we build up our questions, we can also apply a theme. You'll see there's some different theme bits here, so let's use a nice rocket and space theme for this one here. And then we've also got the ability to preview what's our space question going to look like. So you'll see here we've got the ability to put our order right. Here we've got what's the correct answer, so we can specify. And here we've got our rating. And again, we've got our free text in here. So we can see exactly what we've got. Again, if we pop back, we've then got the ability, if we want to as well, to share it. So we can copy that link and we can email it out to our students. But if we pop back to our conversation that we were just having when we were creating our class, if we go to create a quiz, you'll see that we've now got our space quiz available to us. So we can select that quiz now, say next, and now we've got our space being assigned as an assignment. So we've got some instructions in there. Complete the quiz. We're going to assign it to Year 8 Science, and as before we can assign it to the whole group, or we can choose to pick individual students in that class. Again, use that if we want to differentiate and have different quizzes or assignments for different students. Set our due date when that quiz needs to be completed by and the time. And again, within our edit, from our previous videos, you'll know we can also schedule. So if we're preparing work for next week, we don't have to publish it right away. We can schedule this so the students are informed about this quiz they need to complete at a point in the future. Again, our due date and cancel dates. And then when we're finished, we can hit assign. And that's now, you'll see we've got 2 assignments on the go, but we've got both our planets and we've got our space assignment. And we can see each one, who's been received it and whether they've tuned in yet and provided any responses. Nice and simple. Microsoft Forms is a really, really easy and friendly tool for creating quick quizzes and tests, and is definitely something I'd encourage you to have a play with.